No, it's not a Vindicta-shaped present under the Christmas tree. In fact, it's a nerf, and a whole bunch of them. Welcome back to Patch Notice. I'm your host, Jacky, and we're going to be dissecting the December 21st update for Deadlock. Although Valve are out of the office and have said there'll be no more major or visual updates for the end of this year, they're still tweaking Deadlock and applying balance patches. This one, though, is only balancing us in one way, and that's towards reductions and nerfs. Let's see what they've gotten up to, as Vindicta is up first. Her Assassinate has been massively reduced in terms of base damage and its bonus damage, so it's harder to get those assassination snipes off to finish low HP targets, maybe moving you more in the direction of using Assassinate to deal chip damage rather than just killing your opponents outright. Infernus has also received a nerf, a weirdly worded one inside of the patch notes that would lead you to believe potentially it's been buffed, when in reality it's the cooldown on his flame walk that's just been increased by a few seconds, meaning you've got more downtime between burning things down. Mirage has also received a nerf as well. His fire scarabs in tier 2 have been reduced from having 10% bullet resist to only -8% bullet resist. So DPS output there going to be a little bit worse for Mirage going into the end of this year. Warden was also nerfed, and this is actually quite a big one in reality for Warden players, as his bullet growth has been reduced from 0.94 to just 0.9. However, Last Stand has had a massive reduction in terms of damage output. It now does 40% less damage to objectives, so you won't be able to rip your way through buildings willy-nilly, making his ultimate far more useful for PvP rather than PvE when it comes to destroying guardians or towers. Yamato has also been nerfed, with Shadow Transformation receiving some adjustments, as we've seen in a lot of the recent updates for Deadlock. That's going to be bullet and spirit resist reduced from 45% to just 40%, and Shadow Transformation's tier 3 has been increased from 15% to 20% resist. So a bit of a blurse there, a buff and a nerf all in one. Let's move on to the item changes then. For knockdown, the stun has been reduced to 0.5 seconds for players on the ground. Veil Walker has been massively changed again, now being a tier 4 with various buffs attributed to that, and the DPS output of Alchemical Fire has gone down from 55 to only 50. Up next, they've also changed the overall prices of tier 4 items as well. You can see on screen now, this is the tier 4 shopping list pre-patch, where things cost 6.2k for an item of that caliber. Now that's only going to cost you 6 grand for any of those same items. Of course, with Veil Walker also moving in to this category as well. It's been all over the shop. It started off as a weapon item way back towards June and then has been moving ever since. Tick Gold has also been changed. This is now slightly increased alongside bug fixes for Arcane Surge, where people were having issues with it. Shield duration is an interesting one though, as it will take longer now for you to begin regenerating your shield outside of combat, with quite a hefty nerf on that one. Interesting tweaks all round though for this update, an unexpected patch. Get back out there, enjoy your period over the holidays, and we'll see you back on the Cursed Apple streets soon.